guys, so today I'm going to be finally filming and putting up my review for Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Now, before I start this review, I'm going to preface it by saying I have the utmost respect for them. I have watched Sasha for what seems like forever. She's the one who inspired me to start this channel and to put myself out there on the internet, and I picked it up because I wanted to support her and Lindsay because I know how much work they put into this book, and I wanted to see what it was all about. But also I had heard some mixed reviews. I didn't go delve into those deep because I wanted to see for myself how this was. So that's what I wanted to say. And yes, my hair is blue because I just redyed it. So let's just get on to the review, and hope you guys don't throw fire and pitchforks at me. Okay, so first is a brief summary of this book, because where would we be if we didn't have a brief summary? So this book follows Andy, who is the Bloody Baroness, and her crew, and they are aboard the Marauder, which is their spaceship, and they are cruising the galaxies to basically steal from people. So then they end up getting caught on one of their missions, and Andy's ex-boyfriend and arch nemesis, he comes to capture them on orders from this guy. I don't remember what his name is at the moment. And they end up going on a mission to basically save this general's son and save the universe and all that kind of jazz. So I'm going to start doing this thing where I actually learned it from my fiction writing class with peer review and everything, where I'm going to start with the good things, and then I'm going to move on to the not so good things. Some of the good things, I liked Andy's development as a character. I know we jump in as she is the Bloody Baroness, but throughout this whole book, we get to know Andy and her inner demons, and you know, you have to understand that like everybody has their inner demons, and you can't just leave that out of the story. So I liked how we got to see her inner demons with her and Kaylee, who is Valen's sister, who I'll get to later. So I like how she has remorse for that, and she basically takes claim of her death. The second thing is, oh my god, my favorite character in this whole book. She's the only reason I stuck around. Gilly. I love her. She's so precious. She's so cute. She's so pure. But also she's so ruthless and badass, and I love her. And I'm getting all fangirly over a child. Or a 13-year-old. But, like, if I were a 13-year-old reading this and I had a character like Gilly in a book for me like that, I would be so happy. And the last good thing that I liked was Lyra and her brother's relationship. They acted like real siblings, because I know Sasha has a lot of siblings herself, so she probably put some of that into her book and some of that attitude. And you know, like I liked their characters together. They really flowed well. I think the crew, like their mix of personalities really did work well in this context, and you know, it made me happy to see that we get a crew full of girls cruising the galaxy to essentially like take on the world, and I thought that was cool. So now this is gonna be the video where everybody hates me. We're gonna go on to the things that I unfortunately didn't like, and I tried so hard not to not like anything, but there were just things that were ticking at me in my brain, and I knew they weren't right and something was off. So I'm going to talk about those and basically try not to get too worked up, because there are some things in there that kind of pissed me off. So the first thing I totally despise with a passion. Now, Restore Me is a different story, but I hate multiple points of view. And in this book, we had not one, not two, not even three. We had like 5 points of view. Some of them were in the past, some of them were like at the same time as the Marauders. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. And I don't know, I feel like they could have stuck with like Andy's point of view, Deck's point of view, and Nora's point of view. Like, we didn't need Clarion's point of view. Yeah, we could have gotten, like, one chapter of Lyra's point of view, but, like, I didn't like how it was, like, 20 different points of view all at once, and, like, it didn't make a lot of sense. And I just don't like that, especially when it's told in third person like this book is, because when it's written in third person and it has multiple points of view, it just kind of gets annoying and frustrating, and I don't like that. And I'm sorry if I feel like I'm bashing the writing. It's not like my cup of tea to read something in third person when has different points of view. So it bothers me when it does that, and you know, it's something that I've disliked for a very long time. It's not like I've just developed it while reading this book, because that would be very spiteful of me. Like, I appreciate these authors and I respect them to the highest extent. It's, I don't know. Okay, the second thing, now this thing super pissed me off. So, we have Andy and Dex and their, like, rekindling of their relationship. Or at least Dex's rekindling of their relationship. And I did not want her to get back together with him because, first of all, he's a douchebag. Second of all, he's an asshole. And I hate him. I've hated his character, so that's another thing that I don't like. So, Andy and Dex, I don't think they would have worked. They don't work well at all as a couple. Because, like, there's one reason why they broke up. Like, once you break up with somebody, you don't don't get back together with them. Especially in the case of if your boyfriend gave you up to the cops. Like, you don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, I just don't want it to happen. Like, I don't want Dex and Andy to get together in the second book. Like, Sasha and Lindsay, if you're watching this, I love you guys. But please don't make that happen, because I will explode. The next thing that I didn't really like is that the ending was kind of predictable. I knew from the start, I knew something was off with the multiple points of view, with Clarion's points of view in the past, and then Nora's point of view. I knew something was up with Valen, who is General Cortaz's son, who I said I was going to mention. And I knew something was up with him from, like, the moment those points of view were going on. So, it came no surprise to me that I knew that they were going to be siblings, Nora and Valen. And I knew that he was going to turn on them, and I knew it was going to happen like that. I don't know, I didn't like that, because it was very predictable. I would have had it happen maybe in the second book, when they've had his trust more. The last thing is, like, I know we haven't gotten a chance to look at, like, their space world, but their planet system was kind of, like, hard to follow. I know there is a map in the front, but, like, I don't look at the map as much as other people would, because I want to keep reading. I don't want to, like, go back, look at the map and be like, oh, this is where this is in relation to that, because I just go. So, I think making it more clear would be something that they could do, because I was just kind of like there's too many planets, and I just don't think that it worked well in my case, because I didn't remember any of them, except for, like, where Nora's from and where Andy's from. So, in conclusion, because this has been a very long video so far, I didn't love it, I didn't hate it, I'm just like, but on my Goodreads, I rated it a 4 because I rounded up, because I didn't want to give it a flat 3, and I didn't want to give it like I didn't want to give it a flat 3 or 4, but in my brain, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Again, I have the most respect for Sasha and Lindsay for writing this book. This was one of my anticipated books for a long, long time, and I really wanted to like it. I really did, and I'm glad I'm making this honest review for you guys, because it's making me realize that even though somebody you love makes a book, you have to decide for yourself whether you like it or not just because it's your favorite person. If Sasha, or if Lindsay, if you're watching this, I have all this respect in the world for you, that you could write a book like Zenith together and have it become like everyone's favorite. I'm sorry it wasn't really for me. I mean, yes, I'm going to read Zenith too because I'm thirsty for more content in this world because I like to read on a series. But if you're watching this, guys, thank you for creating this book. It shows me that not only someone my age can write a book, but also someone who's doing this can stand their own ground in the book publishing world and write a book. So yeah, that was my honest review of this book. My name is Olivia, you're on Bookish Perkins Nice channel, and I hope to see you soon in the video. Bye.